It's XCOM2. Don't really know why I sang that, but I hope you enjoyed it. Welcome back. We're doing some more of this thing, where we kill aliens and panic and then deal with the problem. Hopefully. The game's been really nice to us recently, for the most part, where, you know, we've been able to just kind of get in, do the job, and get out. Long may that continue, I hope, because so far so good. We are in a position where we've gotten quite a lot of toys to play with. Let's not pretend that's not the case. You know, our assault infantry, Rymir and Aethel in particular, are at a point where they are just like Miley Cyrusing this stuff. Our engineers are dealing significant area damage with their flamethrowers. Our spark units are insanely effective, and the phalanxes are capable of just being punched in the face endlessly. Marksmen we've got don't miss shots, for the most part, and so on and so forth. The squad as a whole, like even those that are tired and on the lower ranks, as a whole, we're in a really good position, and that's being helped massively by, as I say, the game has been quite nice up to this point. So let's take a look at why that might be, whilst we sort of gear up and plan for whatever's going to happen next, because right now we haven't got any missions pending, things like that. Right now we're in September. The force level that the enemies are fielding is 11, and I think the next major breakpoint in introducing new stuff is going to be at 12. So there's that to consider. Force level goes all the way up to 20, so we're still only sort of like halfway into what the aliens are overall capable of throwing at us.
Shadow chamber now operational.
Fortunately, we can now see exactly what it is that is going to be coming our way, which is a massive advantage in our favor with the addition of the Shadow Chamber. So let's get a quick introduction to this place.
Although I'm impressed with the strides we've made in infiltrating the alien psionic network, the depths of their technological advancement continue to leave us one step behind. However, with the enhanced decryption capabilities of this chamber, I'm confident we will find a great deal more information than we had previously hoped.
New objective added.
So the Shadow Chamber then. This, as I've mentioned, gives us the ability to see what's on the field, for the most part, when we take a mission, which is super nice. You know, there's no more surprising sector pods, for example. There still will be instances where we don't necessarily know what's coming, which we'll see soon enough, I'm sure. The other thing with the Shadow Chamber is that it unlocks an additional set of research projects, all relating to our main objectives. Taking these actually pauses our other research though, so let's say we wanted to run the research here on the Codex Brain. That's great, but it'll pause our plasma rifle research, for example. So what I would like to do is actually get the Codex Brain on the go sooner rather than later, just so we can move into alien schematic integration. But I think what the play is going to be is we'll wait for plasma rifles to finish in 15 hours and then take a look at the research we've got, then make the decision on whether or not it's time to look into the Codex Brain. We are as well staring down the barrel of another doomsday clock before too long. We've got two points of progress on the Avatar project before that clock starts ticking yet again. Recover item from Resistance Haven. Highly placed Advent Collaborator. Feels a scanning site. I'm all right for this, I think. 2 infiltration missions off the back of each other is, yeah, I think we'll not take this one, at least for now. Where was I? Yeah, so plasma rifles finish, and then we kind of have to make a decision on what we're going to do with research next. Do we go for the Shadow Chamber research, or is there something that we might potentially need? So let's, first of all, be judged.
Leading the Resistance is a daunting task, Commander, but your efforts so far have left many wondering if we have made the right approach. We will have to do better.
I disagree, fundamentally, because we've researched stuff, we've completed proving ground projects, and we killed an alien ruler. Okay, fine, we killed the prince. Still counts, okay? So you take your judgmental movie trailer voice and go somewhere else. Good sir. The Chosen defeated Gerheriz. The Warlock's getting close to pretty high knowledge, and other than that, we're just going to get lowered income again, because our income just keeps getting slapped about. Lightning reflexes, I think we probably want to counter. It's only Advent Troopers, so anything with Trooper in its name will automatically receive lightning reflexes as an upgrade, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. Nevertheless, would probably be something to get rid of. It's not just Overwatch shots, it's things like Pounce and Return Fire and what have you. Vigilance is back on the menu from, I think we've seen Vigilance before, and you know, that's just the old making the detection radius wider, and not going to spend 30 intel as is tradition at this point, and we're going to get imminent Avatar project progress. So yeah, we do kind of need to finish scanning at this alloy and Illyrium thing that we're looking at right now, grab our supplies, and then we need to get to work on moving into Europe for sure. I don't think there's any changes to be made for the resistance orders at the time being. There is an argument for frozen knowledge, I suppose. It's unfortunate that we haven't got that influence with the skirmishers to just plug that in here, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So yeah, we'll leave that alone for now, and we'll ignore that. Finish grabbing our alloys and Illyrium crystals. Up next though is going to be the plasma rifle, and a look at covert ops and things like that after the plasma rifle is done. There we go. This is a big upgrade for sure.
The aliens aren't going to be happy when they see we've got energy weapons just like theirs now.
Yes, indeed, we do have cool alien guns available to us at long last. This is the third tier of weapons, and yeah, just a big upgrade, just like any sort of additional weapons here is really. It's going to cost us a fair chunk of money to get our squad fully kitted out with all of these new toys, but that's, you know, we're kind of used to that right now, right? Shadow Keeper upgrade will probably be on the cards fairly quickly, and yeah, we just want anyone using an assault rifle to get those plasma rifles on the go. Realistically speaking, same goes for the bullpup, incidentally. And Griffith getting a nice upgrade too. Furia Chemthrower upgrade, Advent Turret Breakdown being instant is fine. We get a free energy pistol and a free plasma rifle for our troubles, and unfortunately, the Viper Prince Chrome Dome would be what we need to research to unlock the Frost Bomb that we already kind of have access to in the Frost Grenade, so it would be an upgrade, I guess, but not necessarily something that's super duper important. Let's quickly just get this turret breakdown taken care of.
The turrets we see employed by Advent throughout their various facilities and security checkpoints are automated, much in the same way the alien mechanized units are. A significant amount of time was likely spent developing the optical sensors and targeting system, which I expect Shin will want to thoroughly examine following the disassembly process.
Advent doesn't seem to have any issues stationing completely autonomous weapons in close proximity to the people in those cities. Really shows you how much they care.
Yeah, they're full on Elon Musk. That's unlocked a new facility if we wanted it, the defense matrix, that would actually come in handy if we were staring down an assault. We were staring down an assault, and then instead of, you know, dealing with it, we just went and killed the assassin. The storm gun less useful because we've also killed the assassin. It's just a shotgun upgrade, but nevertheless, it's there for us should we want it. Datapad decryption for 2 days to grab that intel is actually fairly... Yeah, let's go for that kind of situation. Storm gun, beam cannon. Well, we do also need to sort of finish the Spectre autopsy and the Archon autopsy to get that plasma lance. The Archon autopsy would actually give us access to a bunch of upgraded melee weaponry as well, but again, we killed the assassin, we got the katana. The only real benefactor of doing this would be apprehension for the fusion ripjack and our Templars for the celestial gauntlets, and it's 11 days. So I don't know, there's an argument to be made for it. Like the Templar upgrade in particular is kind of, well, I can see that being useful. Spectre, I mean, this is basically a month's worth of research is the kind of point, I suppose, if not longer. So I think we'll pause that research and instead we'll get to work on the Codex Brain.
Seems to be the most indifferent, but not outwardly wistful of the chosen.
So that is 8 days time, which ain't too bad, for sure.
But unlike the majority of the Elders' creations, this
and yeah, because of the fact that we know the next facility is imminent, we kind of need to get back to work on expanding into Europe. Quick gander at the covert ops that were now available to us. Experimental item is pretty nice, and you know, a little bit of extra dodge. Not complain too much about that. I am wondering if this is something maybe we do want to take. Not too sure. Wealth of intel. I mean, well, I wouldn't call 23 intel wealthy. We're probably instead, if we're going to run any covert action, it's going to be a reduce avatar project progress. So let's get this show on the road. We'll spend the 25 supplies to negate the capture chance for sure, and we'll just build a pretty straightforward low-ranking squad on this one, given that there's no chance of an ambush. So who do we want here then? We probably just want to send out some lieutenants, right? To that end, we'll go for... Let's just go pacify an Andromac. Nice and simple. Where is pacify? There we go. And they don't need all of these toys. So, you know what? Just take a Vector rifle with you. Why not? You don't even need the spider suit, good buddy. Just chilling. And same goes for Andromac. We can just drop down to the bare basics here. There we go. And we'll chuck the 25 supplies in there to negate the capture chance. And hacking +3 at this juncture is kind of whatever. So yeah, we'll see these guys in about 2 weeks time, I guess. That's taken care of. I think we leave it for now, honestly. We've got hunts for the chosen that are far more lucrative.
Commander, there were a few
Speaking of,
during the latest covert action. But after
that's our 2 phalanxes back, Zed and Arc Enemy, and there's that influence that we could have used at the turn of the month rather than now. Intel rewards increase? Yeah, sure. So, my word, Betos. Okay, thank you. We will roll this infiltration mission. We'll just keep trucking along for our chosen hunts. You know, we've spent this entire campaign being hunted, and we've proven that we can take them out, so I say we continue on. Why stop a good thing, right? Plasma grenade in there right quickly. So, gonna field a sort of, it's in slums, so I think we could afford definitely the artillery there. This is the Hunter, right? Yes, it is the Hunter. And the hunter doesn't agree with the skirmishers, so we'll send apprehension too, just in case the hunter decides to show up. And then beyond that, probably hold on to troll pants just in case we need a field medic for any assaults that we want to undertake. We'll send Lunko along, we'll send Kalani along. You know what, Laguna, you're in. And then I'd really like to field Kerwin on a assault mission. I don't think Kerwin's been on a single assault mission this entire campaign. So instead of a phalanx would be super useful, you know. Arc enemies out. Well, Gwen's out for 4 days, and Arc enemies out for 9 days. So I guess we were going to hold on to Zed. Or are we going to hold on to Zed? No, let's send Zed. Let's send Zed. Okay. We just want to make sure these guys have actually got weapons that can deal damage then. We'll stick to the mag weapons. There's that plasma rifle there. 5 to 9 over 5 to 8. So an extra point of damage there. Yeah, let's send these lot in with magnetics. That should be more than enough for them to manage. Support cannon and 15 bullpup. That's all that taken care of. Do we want to give? Yes, we do. We'll give blue screen rounds to our artillery. And as well as that, flashbang mag and standard grenades across the board. And then finally, we should probably look at just giving everyone nanoscale here. I think the amount of grenades that are on the field with this squad should be enough to sort of deal with any real problem. You know what, actually, we'll send out hazmats on this now that I realise we've got them. May as well. Zed's probably the only one that doesn't actually need the hazmat. So let's switch that to nanoscale. And everyone else gets that extra little bit of health. Nice. We'll keep the incendiary on Lunko there as well. Experimental rollout might pop up for this as well, so you know, if it does, then the grenades are just ultimately less useful, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, I think these guys should be able to lock this one down quite handily, so we'll see them in 7 days' time for Operation Fractured Priest. Okay, back to Alien Alloys. There they are.
Strategic resource located.
44 is pretty good, and an intel scan isn't the worst thing in the world. Probably should have popped by the black market there whilst we were in nearby, but never mind. We don't necessarily need to pop by the black market right now. Yeah, we're going to let that one go. And we get a mission to sabotage an Advent monument. Another statue needs exploding. Here's what the Shadow Chamber gives us then. So we now know that there are 15 enemies on the ground here, and we know exactly what all of those enemies are going to be. Paladin Tech Bursters, Magma Vipers, Black Ice Codexes, Mutons, and regular Codexes. Super duper useful. We'll let the clock tick on that. It's got 4 days, and that should see an experimental heavy weapon finish. Move Dark event, eh? Collateral damage, I'm alright for letting that go. Another assault mission that we have to take in 21 hours though, so that's actually going to be what we go for here. Before we take it, we will make a quick pit stop at the black market, and then we'll hit the ground. We should have enough time in the day to make this happen. And they're interested in advanced scopes. Well, we're not selling plated Rita armor, that's for certain. I mean, 50 for the advanced scope's pretty good, actually. I don't want to keep all this stuff, though, unfortunately, so... Yeah, no goes there. We'll keep those. We'll get rid of these wrecks. Get rid of stasis. I don't necessarily foresee us using that. We can sell 2 suppressors. We can sell one of those, one of those. Maybe I should be using Inspire a bit more. We'll get rid of Compulsion and Mind Control. We can probably get rid of these Exalt weapons now, realistically speaking. We have got quite a few corpses to get rid of too, which is super nice. Posters too, why not? And yeah, we'll get rid of the mag rifle there. One. And another one. Oh, we've got quite a bit of stuff that we can get rid of actually, which is kind of nice. I'll keep Disable. And yeah, 350 in the bank. Cool. Another engineer for 85 intel would be nice, but we really need to be spending intel. I don't even know why I looked at this. It's just stuff that I'm never going to be able to buy. We need the intel for expansion, unfortunately. So what we got down here is the Psionic Storm. Shadow Chamber again is letting us know sectoid, abductors, priests, mutons, an advanced Psion. Yeah, that should be fine. 13 enemies as well. This is a low amount of enemies.
Setting course for the Western U.S. precinct.
So let's hit the ground and get after it.
There is an unusual amount of psionic energy permeating this entire area, Commander.
Advent
I would
counter
expect you will
up.
find
That's
various
Exalt.
psionically adept aliens deployed in the field.
But Exalt aren't showing. Maybe we do see more. Recover a resistance operative is always a fun mission type. We're in another subway slash sewer. I guess a subway is slightly different to a sewer, so, you know, whatever. But we can probably field a lieutenant level squad rather than bring our mages out to play. I think that's reasonable. You know what, we'll bring Kerwin. Wanting to bring Kerwin, we'll bring Kerwin. And Pants are field medic for sure. This one. We had more than this available, maybe not. We'll bring Diana out again because we need someone that we can just put out there and slap a load of hits. And yeah, we'll run Aethel as the sort of ace in the hole, which as it were. So we've got a potential bit of purchasing to do here as well. But let's just gear up what we've got first of all, and then take a look. Oh, plasma rifle. That's a cool looking gun. I think we buy a new bullpup for Kerwin, and we'll run the mag cannon on Giga. So we need a bullpup and another assault rifle then, which is, you know, fine. So there's the Cal 90 bullpup and plasma rifle. There we go. That should be it for now. There's a couple of other bits and pieces that we could look at though. So instead of the Predator armor, let's run the exosuit.
The EXO armor suit gives our soldiers the power they need to handle heavy weapons, with the durability to match.
Yes, indeed. Extra heavy weapon there for Giga. And wait a minute, where is it though? Oh, I guess it's just included, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Predator armor across the board and everything else. We don't really have much need for spider suit in a subway. Plasma rifle for Zentrisa and a upgraded bullpup for Kerwin. advanced. We'll need a Gauntlet Mark II. Gremlin Mark II. We should have an advanced arc thrower kicking about here somewhere. Yes, we do. Although now that I say that, if we get a advanced arc thrower, I guess we haven't got the third level arc thrower just yet, huh? Yeah, nah. Okay, that's fine. Make upgrades available then, and let's put these upgrades to work. So, for the bullpup, standard magazine, and basic scope should cover it. That is a cool looking gun. Heavy weapon slots finally showing up. Slap the rocket launcher in there for Giga. Giga can, let's see, we haven't got any mechs on the field, have we? No, it's all just psionic stuff. So I guess we'll run Dragon, Venom. Dragon or Venom? Dragon or Venom, 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 blah, blah, blah. The word's out next. Probably Dragon, right? Yeah, we'll roll the Dragon rounds there. Talon rounds on Aethel. And a Stasis Vest. That's Aethel basically done. Pants needs a medkit. And is otherwise done. And then for our grenades, I actually just think standard grenades are going to be the play here. Bring a frost bomb. That's not a frost bomb. Pretty cool. And for Kerwin, I think the AP rounds, just to get a little bit more value out of the bullpup, is probably a reasonable choice. And then we just need some upgrades for these two plasma rifles. So then we'll go advanced scope on Troll Pants. You know what? A lightweight frame. And expanded magazine on there. Sure, why not? And Zentrisa probably wants something similar. Look at that thing. That's cool. Reflex sights. Kind of debating between the expanded magazine and the speed loader. I think the speed loader wins out. And then we'll just stick to the basic foregrip. That is a cool looking gun as well. That's us. Yep. Do we want to spend any AP here? No, we want you to be a captain before we do that. Don't know how many times I have to remind myself of that. We don't need anything on Diurna. And for Troll Pants, well, wouldn't be averse to getting advanced trauma kits, but not for that expense. So yeah, that's us. Okay, Operation Stag Scream. Recover a resistance operative. We've got Zentrisa, Giga, Kerwin, Trollpants, Diurna, and Aethel. Let us get to yield work. I have a lot of planning today. A lot of sort of umming and ahhing, but that's the trick when it's the start of a new supply month. Supply month, new month. I don't know how you describe the way that time goes by in XCOM. It's not quite every single month, but might as well be. I don't know. It's nice to have the shadow chamber, so we know exactly what to prepare for, when to bring the blue screen rounds, and when to leave them at home. It's a small thing, but it's so impactful. So we're in the tunnels under Calgary this time round.
I'm not sure what our target was up to, but the Resistance needs us to get him out of there. Hostile activity in the area is very likely, so keep your heads up. The Resistance VIP is hiding in the tunnels not far from your position. One of their field operatives is also on site to assist you in the rescue.
Firebrand is standing by, but be careful. We'll have limited opportunities to set up a viable extraction point down there.
I realised that there's a psionic storm bit rep,
Moving to
and
designated coordinates. Hostiles making the
haven't
rounds.
included a mine shield in the equipment on anybody. Hopefully that doesn't prove to be a mistake.
Copy that.
Hopefully. They were in there, right? So, yes. Don't really love our positioning. It's all a little bit claustrophobic, I suppose is the way I'd describe it.
Headed there now.
Let's just...
Roger that.
Aha, there we go. We've got a bit of visual there. Cool. Let's bring Diurna down here
Just
then.
how fast do you think this unit is?
And just get spotted. Sure. Okay.
Now we get to
That didn't
fight.
work out the way I wanted it to. And the pounce doesn't really make a connection either.
That is not good!
Hunter, priest, abductor. Okay. What we got going on here? Not much there. Not much there either. You know what then? Let's see if we can just get a disorientation out on this priest. Stun, I'll take it. Press 1. Dig up the stun. And, you know, let's just go for the 40. It sounds cool, but doesn't make the connection we need. And there's another pack. There's another pack there as well. We've got a ruler too, just to add that into them. Don't know if you spotted it, but the Berserker Queen is in our midst. Please that it missed the stun there. Wow, okay. Okay, that missed you.
Waste your efforts on the robot.
Commander, remember,
Alrighty.
no matter how tough things get down here, we can't evac until we complete the mission.
So, Berserker Queen is here. I think if we were to move in at all, that's going to activate on us 100%. So what are our options, really? That doesn't secure a kill. Options, please. Priest is stunned, so we could just ignore that for now. And then we've got, realistically speaking, the abductors are the threat. If we move forward, the Berserker Queen becomes active. And we are stuck in a little corridor. And 7 active, meaning there are probably 2 pods, which are likely to be in here. Okay. Where do we start? We've got a lot of rockets. We've got 2 big rockets, one small rocket. And I like the look of this one for a multitude of reasons, not least because it's going to break down quite a bit of cover and provide an additional sightline. So I think this is going to be the opener.
Bringing the pain.
Nice. And then that also enables us to just flamethrower down here. Annoying that we can't quite connect with that abductor. I wonder if there's something that can be done about that. E.g., can we launch this plasma grenade in such a manner? Yeah, I think we could. I think we could. That should now open up both abductors to the flamethrower. Not quite, because of this fence. That's super unlucky. We could look to move maybe here. Graceful as a gazelle. Yeah, that doesn't have the range now. Is again not what I was looking for. Nevertheless, we'll just take this shot. It did have the bonus of taking Diurna out of sight of a lot of stuff, so that's something. Hunter's down. Sectoids should be killable by Zentrisa here. With gusto. Giga's done. Zentrisa's done. Diurna's done. That leaves Trollpants, Kerwin, and Aethel. So, Aethel, 86%. You feeling confident? No. Or if you were feeling confident, you shouldn't have been. Dang. 31 on that priest. Great. Kerwin doesn't see the sectoid there. I think what we'll do is bring Kerwin in a bit. And then... yeah, we just get the work done on this priest, I suppose. Or not, as the case may be. Leaving Roll Pants to probably... move forward. And hold. Okay, that's not the worst thing that could happen, because Aethel is in position to be able to deal with that abductor. Trollpants running back there and doing a hunker down is probably the safest thing that they could have done.
The integrity of this machine is failing.
That's removed done from the other priest. And that means that priest and that sectoid go down together, so that's actually a point in our favour. Stasis on Zentrisa. If you were going to stasis anybody, then I guess Zentrisa is probably the best target for that. And that heal has made Aethel's job a little bit harder. However, our friends in the back didn't activate, so that's something. Ain't much, but I'll take it. Okay. Highly unlikely that that kill now connects with the heal. Nevertheless, I think we want to try and get the work in.
Getting in close.
Hold position, figure out what we want to do there in a tick. Rocket launcher on this priest. Who can follow up though? No one really. Well, Kerwin could from height, but that's something. And Diurna could too, actually. But the question is, do we want to burn a rocket launcher charge? Or do we just flamethrower it? And the flamethrower is probably the wiser decision. Especially if we could, like... what about then? Bring Diurna out. Okay, that's good. I was a little bit concerned that we were going to get an activation there, but... we didn't. And that means that we can flamethrower priests... the priests rather than the priest. Yes. Okay. Let's go for that then. Sectoid is just going to live be another day. But Diurna should be able to deal with this sectoid if this connects. So the burns should do the work that we need. Okay. Leaving Kerwin and this priest. And I actually think we take the high ground, Kerwin. And do we just take it? Yeah. Why let the burn do it when... Oh, well, the burn's not going to do it. It's just going to sustain itself. Of course it is. That's what advanced priests do. And it means the sectoid's fine too. With it being an abductor resurrection, just killing the abductor doesn't necessarily get rid of that zombie.
Who are you guys?
And Juice is just getting bullied. That priest is on fire. So is that one. There it goes. So that's pretty positive. If we're able to land a disorient on that priest that's just used Holy Warrior, then that would help us take care of the sectoid. So that's a potential option. Okay, I think this abductor's probably... Yeah, we'll take the abductor. Wondering if we just position Aethel here and then take the shot on the priest. I think that's probably the smart choice.
That's how it's done.
An Illudium core.
That's a second move.
Yeah, put this guy in the bin. Insane amount of
What
damage.
did you expect?
A little bit of overkill for sure. Giga then.
Travel fast.
Come back to Giga. I guess Kerr would just take care of this zombie. Maybe Giga follows up on that actually, now that I think
Get in
about
the
it.
water here.
Got that priest there. Zentrisa is suffering from a little bit of a mind wobble. Rollpants actually is probably the best suited to deal with this priest, so let's
Here I
get into
go.
this position here. And then... Any 3 through the wall? 70? Wow. Come on.
Not even close.
What kind of work would you be able to achieve here? Actually, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, let's go with that. Unfortunate miss on the back, but 23%, what do you expect, right? I think you just look it down, Zentrisa.
All set.
And then... I actually feel like the suppression on this bar priest is probably the best choice. Yeah, there's the bird. And Rob Zombie music video in here.
Surprise, more advent.
And they've just activated, which is interesting, sure. No Berserker Queen though. Pounce isn't doing what we've seen Pounce do in the past.
Enemy is still up.
For as unthreatening as the priests are, I will give them credit for one thing. They're friggin' annoying, man.
Reloaded.
60%, eh? And no love on the Scion from Diana's current position.
It's killing time.
What we could theoretically do...
Going in for the kill.
I don't love this position for Aethel, if I'm being entirely honest. A little bit too open to flanking for my liking, but rather than going for the priest, if we just get rid of this thing, and then that leaves the priest back there, and then the Scion problem. Okay. Pants won't have the worst shot in the world from here, I think. Okay, well, I was wrong. Maybe we go for the stun on the Scion. Well, if not a stun, then certainly disorientation. Yeah, we'll take that.
Shot failed to connect.
And I'm still worried about moving into undiscovered country because, like, I don't know where the Berserker Queen is. So I think what we'll do here is just try and get rid of this if they connect strike from Diurna. Good connection.
All right, I'll go.
Risa? Through the dodge.
Happy now?
We'll take it. Giga is now wide open. But yeah, I was kind of expecting the Scion to do this. It's like the Scion signature move. And yeah, that's just non-threatening, is it? Okay. Okay, so we are going to need to move in, one way or the other.
Physical exertion avoid.
I'm wondering though if by moving in, maybe we could pop this wall, and it looks like we can, so let's get this opened up. Hello, you weird purple blob. And 78. Does have the AP rounds, so would theoretically be able to make a good amount of damage go through here. I think we'll try for the 78. Nice, crit as well. I never doubted Kerwin for a second. Did, then shouldn't have. And then, oh, 32, man, come on. Burn him. Okay. Good job.
Not a problem. Target asset
And that
recovered.
leaves the Berserker Queen and its entourage based on our current count of 4 enemies remaining. So the question now is, where are they? And I suppose the right decision is actually just to reload and hold position, at least for now.
Back online.
And then move together as one. Okay, there they are.
This is the shot we've been waiting for. Take that thing down before it has a chance to run.
So hopefully we can get a rocket launch connection from Giga to deal with armor here.
Came back for more. Let's make sure to take it down.
Another failed pounce. Not your day, Aethel.
Not good.
Yeah, it's, well, they're all warping around here. Not looking good for that rocket launcher if they're all positioning themselves by the VIP.
Oh, it's getting worse here.
However, this looks reasonable, I think. And what we can do is, yeah, I think we'll take this shot. It does mean that we can't move Diurna, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Misses the Berserker Queen from the looks of it. And a disorientation on Aethel is better than a stun, so sure, why not? Okie doke. Oh, really though? Oh my. That's so unfortunate. Okay, we'll come back to that. I think we want to probably launch the Frost Bomb here, and then just try and get work in on the Queen where we can. Two turns of frozen. Ain't exactly what I was hoping for there, but you know what, we'll have to just roll with that punch. Grip some armor. And where's our other armor strip gonna come from? Nowhere this turn. Okay, fine. Kerwin, 78%. You've done this before. You'd get the connection, but no crit, unfortunately, and that's the 4. Okay. Don't love that. That's so unfortunate, man. Guess we'll try and set it on fire, huh? Yeah, it's probably the wisest thing. What I'd love is for the Queen to actually try and get up into Diana's business. But it's really, really wanting Aethel. I think the smart play is actually to get Aethel some healing then.
Will do. Get back in there.
Trollbat's going to take a quick shot at the Queen after this. And it is going for Diana now, which is a hell of a lot of damage for sure, but that's what we wanted apparently. Wondering if the Overwatch is the better choice. But I think... no, just go for the fire. 5 damage through the arm is not too bad. Oh. Shut down on Diana, stun on Giga, and unconscious on Zentrisa. Now Kerwin's for breakfast. We are taking some slapping around here. This has not gone very well.
I need a med kit here.
Especially with the extra threading hit on Kerwin there. Oh my days. Alright. At least we're regenerating health. Don't love this. Aethel's still got the disorient on them as well, which is super not great. Kerwin may die if we don't get out of here, because this Berserker can deal 7 damage. I've seen that twice, so I think actually running away, we need a bit of a reset here.
You'll be fine.
We're probably going to need to look for that revive on Zentrisa too. Now then, 40%, 35%. This is a very important 35% shot. And I'm not sure I want you to take it. Probably a good idea just to get Aethel out of being grenaded. Hunker down actually.
Holding position.
Do we go for the disorient or do we go for the 35% shot? These are not good options. I'll try for disorientation. The low health Muton there has used its grenade,
Yeah, I didn't get it.
whereas the one that we did put the disorientation on haven't. No move from the Berserker is good.
There's heavy fire in this zone.
Getting 3 down on that turn really hurt us though.
Damn, that stinks.
And that's an unfortunate connection at 37% too. Okay. Bark and Giga are back in the game. So how do we play this? What would be nice is getting Giga in such a position as to be able to flamethrower multiple targets, but we'd have to bring Diana as well. But I think Giga could potentially look for a connection on the Queen and the Muton here, so
No problem, boss.
let's play around that. Rouse might have to be the way forward then, rather than flamethrower. my favorite, and it doesn't actually look like anything that we need to connect is going to. So this hasn't gone. Can we really not connect with both of these on a roust? Really? Come on, I'm pixel hunting here. I hate pixel hunting. Let me do this. It doesn't look very promising, does it? Okay, fine. You know what then? What can Diurna do? There is this thing here.
It feels good to move around.
Okay, so not great either, to be entirely honest with you. That does connect with Zentrisa too. Don't do it. I don't love this. Don't love this, don't love this, don't love this. I need to hold the overdrive in case we need to evac Diurna too. I suppose then... take care of that little bit of business, and then Giga goes for a roust on the Queen. Although apparently Zentrisa's unconscious body is right up in the way. Can we get it without touching Zentrisa? Yes!
Time to burn.
Doesn't burn it that time, unfortunately. However, he's bringing it back in the direction we wanted, so that's something.
Whatever you say.
Okay. I'm wondering... I think the blind on this Muton's probably the right decision. Although... yeah, it's going to have to be the blind then, fine. Oh, it is burning. Okay.
Oh no, they're
Fortunate
shooting
miss.
at me.
There is smoke around Giga and Diurna there, thanks to the flamethrower. No shot on the Berserker Queen for Troll Pants. Aethel can potentially get something done here though. 71 there, 62 on our friend in the back. I think if we're going to take a low percentage shot like this, it will be the 62. Oh, go.
Get it together. Gonna need to reload soon. And that's why we
Stop
need
going
armor.
for Giga. Go for the robot. We can fix the robot. We can't fix Giga.
Tired of waiting around.
And that said that Troll Pants could see stuff from there, but apparently Troll Pants can't. So, okay. There's 45% of there.
It's just the armor.
Even 40% through the disorientation. Blank shot on Giga. Yes, it is. Oh, that's scary. Right. Let's get Giga out of harm's way as best as we can. By harm's way, I mean the guns. We'll set the Queen on fire again. That looks good.
This might burn a little. No! What's happening? No! This isn't right! This isn't right!
0%. Or reacting to. Reacting.
We have to stop that thing. Don't
It's
let
gone
it
for the
escape.
gate. And it's on 16 hit points. Man, oh man. Again, I think it gets away from us. Unless...
Let's do this. Affirmative, covering now.
That's a bit of a... This is a bit of a risky maneuver. But we might... Just might... see a kill. Does it counter? It doesn't. Okay. Aethel, take what you can. Okay. Kind of would have liked to crit. Goldpants and Kerwin, do they see it through? No. That was a bit of a late Overwatch. Oh well. Okay. So Diana needs a reload. And I guess we really can't connect there. I clicked the wrong button there. That's super unfortunate. Okay then, I guess we'll run a shield wall here.
Do you expect me to kneel?
Goldpants is in a little bit of danger. Good connection from Kerwin though, take that. Unfortunately, it's not going for Troll Pants, it's going for the big armored robot. That is going to need some healing.
I suppose this body is disposable.
You're not that disposable, Diana, don't worry. Alrighty. Time to deal with these mutons then.
I'm going.
I'm really disappointed we weren't able to get the kill.
I'm ready.
Again. Slippery beast, that Berserker Queen. For sure.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
No, we're not. I didn't feel like we were going to be able to connect there, so we'll just go for the burn that we can see. I don't particularly want to melee attack a muton. Historically a bad idea, so instead we'll just run and gun and then hopefully Aethel can land the shot that we need here. Very surprised, yeah, 100% in the bag.
That's right.
And
Negative. Weapons dry.
we are probably going to see reinforcements once we cap the VIP. But I'm hoping that Overwatchers can deal with that little complication. Kerwin, what would be kind of awesome is chucking some repairs on Diana here. Get it looking good as new. Or better than it presently is, at least. And Troll Pants, can you secure a 72% kill? You can.
You want some more?
Alright. Battered and bruised. But we're through most of this mission. What's left to do is we need to go and revive Zentrisa for sure. And then prepare for reinforcements. Zentrisa's body is there, so I just roll pads down, and everyone else can just reload and take a minute to collect themselves. It's such a big shame that we weren't able to cap the queen there.
Got it covered.
Need to do better work. To be honest with you though, getting through this with everyone alive is probably the thing I should be grateful for, rather than lamenting the lack of queen murders. So we might as well, we'll hold that last repair protocol until we go for an evac.
No problem, boss.
And here comes our friends.
Inbound.
2 parties. Pretty standard stuff.
VIP identity confirmed. Firebrand is setting up for evac.
Historically, our playbook in this scenario is we just pick one and
It's an ambush.
really go to town there, so I think we'll just carry on it like that. It's worked for us in the past, so no reason to break what isn't broken, I guess. Fix what isn't broken. I can use words.
Solid copy.
No problem, boss.
And go in. We'll just chill there. Let us know about that window.
I'll monitor that area.
On Overwatch. On Overwatch.
Saw another priest there and something. There's only 2 though. That looks like a shield bearer and a trooper. It is. Oh, okay. That wasn't just a priest and a friend, it was a nasty looking friend. I don't love that. I do, however, love that. And a promotion, at last. Feels like we've been waiting for Giga to get that promotion for forever. Now then, that codex is a problem, for sure. But it's just going to be a problem that we'll have to deal with. We'll bring Troll Pants up, and I'm wondering if actually we want to move Troll Pants and maybe look to get an Overwatch in place there instead. April, I'm kind of counting on securing this kill. Nailed it. And then we could put Aethel in a situation where Pounce can get some work done. So that is more than fine. Our VIP, the further away from all this nonsense, the better. And we've got a priest, a priest, a priest, a priest, because we can't see the codex from where we presently are. Okay. Kerwin, I think, can chill here and
Seems doable.
Overwatch with Diurna, and then that leaves.
I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Come get some.
Yeah, that should secure. In fact, let's bring
What's over
Sentries
there?
back towards here and just go for an Overwatch 2. I don't love this position for Giga, it's got to be said, so I think we probably bring Giga here.
Come get some. Got it covered.
And instead of hanging around there, we'll bring Troll Pants back as well.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
2 Pathfinders, and then a Trooper and a Purifier. Like, the threat is definitely further away from us right now. Got a feeling we're going to see a quarantine on someone from the Black Ice Codex. No messing around there. Ah, 2 misses.
Not good.
Hey, something Giga's on point with these Overwatch shots. See what our friends in the back do. Black Ice is coming in, and there's the quarantine we were expecting. So dealing with that's probably definitely on the agenda. I'm glad we held off on using that repair, because now we need to.
Flanks, they're moving.
Although the Holy Warrior on the Codex is the best possible thing that could have happened. Now we just kill that priest, and it's a basic priest as well. So the question becomes, how do we kill that priest?
Looks like they called in some friends.
Where we presently sit. Ventrisa's out. Diurna can land a potential kill there, actually. So what we'll do is heal up Fiona as best we can. And then go in for that priest. Still going to hold on to the overdrive in case we need that emergency evac, but 83%. And it has sustained. Unbelievable. I could have sworn that the sustain thing wasn't something that regular priests could do, but apparently I am horribly mistaken. Still don't really love this position then.
Let's do this.
Codex is gonna live free for at least another turn.
Location confirmed.
You're chilling. Our guy needs a reload. We reload and then try and get the work in on the... I guess we do, yeah. Reload now, get to work on the Black Ice Codex next turn.
Whatever you say.
And go. Why not?
I got nothing. My ammo's running low.
This is a lot of enemies, but it's not a lot of threatening enemies, except for the Codex. And hopefully I'm not going to eat those words. Oh, don't go far away from us. Definitely miss an 80% shot though. I'm glad for that.
Efficiency is my specialty.
One more turn.
Impossible.
It's 2 more turns, but it's 1 more turn after all this is done.
They've chosen me.
I like all these misses going on right now.
Multiple hostiles advancing on our
Think
position.
that little drop there is probably going to be an April job, so we'll just get April in position to deal with that, and that's that dealt with. Well, I say it's dealt with, like, it's definitely dealt with, but we don't know that for sure. That Codex is so far away. I think actually just playing... Yeah, we'll go down the suppression route on the Codex then. Gives Giga something worthwhile to do. Take a coin flip. Nice connection.
Who's keeping score?
Big coin flip.
That's it, I'm out.
And this priest would be the sort of main target here for sure. I think what we'll do is just switch around a touch, and then yeah, we're not really going to achieve much on the purifiers with the incinerate. Yeah, we'll run the incinerate actually, because it can it'll at least put some burning on this priest. You can chill where you are. Zentrisa can probably find something to do. Maybe 69%. Wow, definitely find something to do there. And then there's Kerwin. Who could find it? The purifier in the back. Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Great. Oh, it's a mech. Yep, I feel like we haven't seen a mech in a while, but that would be a lie. We saw a mech a couple of missions ago. Andromac danced with them, and we used the MP bombs to great effect. Then Triso was there. And so was the Viper Prince. Those were the days. That should be the Pounce. Or not, as the case may be. Okay. Cool. thank the Lord for all of that blast panning. Means where the Lord is. Okay, where is our exit? It is right next to Giga, which is the one thing I was worried about. I'm gonna go home.
No problem, boss.
Here I come.
Father really outdid himself, didn't he?
And the only one that isn't gonna get a shot, it looks like, is Aethel. I was entry 60.
On the move.
So let's see what little bits of cleanup we could potentially get away with here. 83. Nice. Nothing from Troll Pants. Nothing really. Yeah, okay. We are donezo. Done. Yeah. We out.
VIP securing in position.
We out of here.
Firebrand has the VIP.
All
I don't
XCOM
even
operatives are secure.
know what
Firebrand
to
is
say
returning
about
to
that
base.
mission. It was a bit of a roller coaster. Everyone got wounded at some point, which isn't great. But we made it out with everyone alive, and yeah, we had an accidental activation at the beginning, and then we managed that, and everything seemed fine. But then the Berserker Queen went to town on us, but then we got through that without killing it, and then the reinforcements were just a nuisance in the end, more than they were anything else. So yeah, what a strange mission. What a strange mission. Nevertheless, take a look at the stats. Ventrisa there with 32 damage, 3 kills, and 3 or 4 shots. Doing good work as a sapper, in my humble opinion. Giga had a few position issues for sure. We just weren't able to get the work in with the flamethrower that we probably needed. Nevertheless, 2 or 3 and 2 of 2 on those overwatches in particular was pretty significant in terms of shot accuracy. Kerwin, kind of glad we had Kerwin there just to provide those repairs to the earner. But as well as that, landed some pretty significant shots. 8 of 10 shot accuracy is nothing to sort of be embarrassed about. Troll Pants, really glad we had a field medic, docking nobody. Meant we were able to pick Zentrisa up and just top everyone up, whilst the Berserker was, berserking us. Diurna, 87 damage, quite a few misses, like 23 of 27 shots landing there. Still 6 kills. And once again, Assault Infantry MVP, 7 kills, 110 damage dealt, horrible shot accuracy. I don't think a single pounce that mission connected. Maybe I'm making that up, I don't know. Nevertheless, yeah, big amount of damage, big amount of kills. That's Assault Infantry for you. What a bizarre roller coaster. And at the very beginning of this episode, I was saying the game's been so nice to us. That was the sort of... maybe it's not being that nice to us. But we got in there. Operation Stag Scream was a success. And we did see at least one promotion for Giga, which is a significant promotion for an engineer to get to captain, because Phosphorus means that the flamethrower can now damage mechanical units and shred armor. Salvo wouldn't be a bad thing, theoretically speaking, but more importantly than Salvo, anti-armor doctrine for armor shred on primary weapon attacks and 30% crit on mechs. Super duper useful stuff. And wound timers, except for Kerwin and Diurna, not too bad overall, I would say. Diurna's had a good couple of missions where they came back unscathed. Giga is now scared of psionics, which after that horror show I'm not really surprised at all. And we got another bond between Giga and Troll Pants, so you know what, let's get that rolling. all said and done, strange but successful mission. We've got a new heavy weapon in 28 hours. The Codex Brain research is ticking along just fine. And we have got another assault mission on the table relatively soon. So yeah, plenty more to keep us busy in the non-too-distant future. But we will leave things there, as is a tradition at this point. Thank you very, very much, as always. And I will see you next time. Take care.